welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and I don't know if you can hear this little gremlin, Nigel. And today's video is we're starting a reading vlog. So this was a patron pick, and it was for Nigel to choose my TBR. I know people have done this, and after watching Mara, her cats choose her TBR, I was already interested in doing it, and that was what they wanted. And so I'm going to, I don't know, I know people usually do this with treats. I'm gonna try to do it without that, but we might have to resort to that. We'll see if his chaotic self can pick some books without that. So yeah, we're up here so we can hopefully pick. So hopefully he can pick some. I'm gonna try to do like an elimination method, and I don't know if I should let him pick 2 or 3 because I want to get this video out sooner than later. So I'm like, if I had 2, I could read them faster. I don't know. What are you doing? So let's see. Right now he's just in his own world doing Nigel things. I need to film a book haul. So I've got lots to pick from there. But I'm gonna pick some I definitely need to read. And definitely gonna put some shorter books in there, okay? They didn't give me no stipulations on what I had to include. Stop looking at my whiteboard. That dog a mess. Nigel, can you go up here? Good boy. Tell the people, look, there you go. Sit right there. All right, what books are we gonna pick? All right, there's some I already need to read from patron picks. So I think I'm gonna get out of my butt. Y'all usually don't get to see the mess. So I'm like, hold on, okay. Anyway, I've got this stack of books right here. So I'm trying to put some arcs in here, some shorter books, things that have been sent to me that I should get to. I'm gonna put that one in there. I don't know what this dog is doing, y'all. This dog's a mess. Okay, I think that's enough from this new pile. Then I'm like looking at my shelf. Oh, I should be picking Oathbringer, but I would like myself to complete these books, so I'm not gonna sabotage myself in that way. Maybe I've been needing to read Gideon the Ninth, so I'm gonna add this. I think I'm gonna have him pick 2 books, so I wanna have 2 stacks. Hey! I'm looking at Eye of the World. I don't wanna read it though. That's so bad. Move my purse. It is truly a mess in here. I'm gonna reorganize one day. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 5 and 5 for him to pick. I think that's good. We got, so far, in this pile, I got a Nora Roberts, Carolina Moon. This is an older romantic suspense, I think. Classic, Pride and Prejudice. Old white dude fantasy, Eye of the World, the first in the, what's that? Wheel of Time series. Black Sun by Rebecca Warrenholt. Black Sun, which is adult fantasy. Gideon the Ninth, which is kind of sci-fi fantasy, I think. Queer. We got Blackout, which is like a young adult contemporary love story, I think. Never Saw Me Coming is an arc I got from the author, and this is an adult thriller. Weird Kid is a middle grade. We Are the Brennans is I think an adult like family drama. And Ninth Reign is Elle's favorite book. Maybe I'll add 2 more books. Maybe I'll make it 12. Sorry all this camera movement. I am me, you know. It's going to be a mess. I feel like I have so many books I need to read, but then I look at my shelf and I'm like, I ain't got nothing to read. Okay, I'm gonna add Never Let Me Go by Kazu Ishiguro and Ophi's Ghost by Justine Ireland. Okay, now we got 12. So I'm gonna put them in piles of 6, and hopefully Nigel will work with me and we can choose a book. I don't know, y'all. Nigel, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Where are you going? This room ain't that big. Come here, you little demon. Okay, look, are you gonna choose books for me? I'm gonna hold up 1 from each pile, and whichever one he goes to first, I'm gonna put, and then we're gonna be down to 6, and then from those, we'll narrow it down again, okay? Which one? Which one? He chose Miss Nora. Okay. First round we got, so Pride and Prejudice, we put into the side. Miss Nora made it to the first round. Okay. Then we got these two going up against each other. Okay. Which one? He chose this one. Never Let Me Go made it. Weird Kid is out. All right. I'm just hope y'all can see. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. Okay. All right, we got Ninth Reign and We Are the Brennans. I just held, I don't know why I said those at the times I did. Nigel! Nigel! Hey! Hey! Which one? He chose We Are the Brennans. Sorry, Elle. Ninth Reign is out of this vlog at least. Boy. Okay. Then we have Gideon the Ninth. Ow! This tattoo is healing and he just scratched me. He's just very excited to choose the books. Okay, and Never Saw Me Coming. Here, Nigel. He chose Gideon the Ninth. All right. So that one is out of this running. Nigel, you are not picking anything I thought you would. AKA what I wanted him to pick. Okay, we've got Blackout and Black Sun. Hey, that's funny. Okay, which one? Nigel. Hey, no, focus. Which one? Nigel. Nigel, here, which one? Oh, he chose Blackout. Ow, please stop scratching my arm. Nigel, god damn, that shit hurts. I should have put on a hoodie. Okay, and ow. I may have to go put on a hoodie. And then the last two in the first round are Eye of the World and Ophi's Ghost. Nigel, come here. Hey, hey, which one? This dog don't love me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first round down, we have Eye of the World by Robert Warren, Blackout, Gideon the Ninth, We Are the Brennans, Never Let Me Go, and Carolina Moon. These are our 6 that he has to choose from now. So I'll just do 3 and 3. And I guess I'm choosing 3 books. Yeah, I'll choose 3 books. So 3 and 3, I'm gonna do. Boy, please. Okay, come here. All right, first up, these seem like weird ones to go up, but I'm not really picking. Gideon the Ninth and Carolina Moon by Nora Roberts. Let's see. Boo-boo. Nigel. Okay, you wanna sit on this side? We gotta make sure that people can see you. Okay. Nigel. Nigel. Nigel, which one? Carolina Moon. I'm reading Miss Nora. That boy really scratched my arm. He scratched his own damn tattoo. What kind of dog is this? Okay, Miss Nora has made it. Not Gideon for another day. We'll put it back on the shelf. Okay, then we've got Blackout and Never Let Me Go. Nigel. Nigel. What is he busy with? Nigel. Which one? Which one? He chose Blackout. All right. Sorry, copyright not right now. So this one is by Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, Nicola Yoon, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, and Danielle Clayton. And lastly, y'all, it's between Eye of the World. If this dog chooses Eye of the World, I'm putting him on the streets. I'm not. And then We Are the Brennans. Look at this. Look at the size difference here. All right, Nigel, which one? Nigel. Nigel, which one? Nigel. Which one? Don't kiss me. Do not. This damn dog. I don't want to hear it. Children eat shit. So, for this Nigel reading vlog, or Nigel chooses my TBR, we've got an interesting mix. We've got Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, the first in the Wheel of Time series. This book is 640-ish pages. Hush. And then I got Blackout by all these amazing Black authors. Oh, also, look at this. Look at the under the sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? This is very short. It's like 230 pages. It's, is it an anthology? They all wrote individual stories, but they all tie in. Like, they're all, like, it's all one central story. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, at least that one's short and sweet. And then Carolina Moon by Nora Roberts. Look at this vintage Nora on the back. This is just a mass market paperback, so it looks long. It's like 470 pages, but it'll, from the other Noras I read, it'll read pretty fast. So I guess that's not bad, but still, why? He could have picked Black Sun. He could have picked Ninth Reign for a chunky book, but he picked this? He don't love me. Okay, well, I guess besides my book club book that I'm gonna start reading, this is what I have to tackle in the next week. Godspeed to me. Yeah, that's it. I will be back when I have read something. Hello, it is your resident nappy mother here for my first check-in. I haven't gotten that far into Blackout. I actually don't know where I am because apparently I don't have a bookmark in this book. But I think I'm like 70-ish pages into it. I mean, it's really short. I should have finished it by now, but I've been reading it at night and then falling asleep. But so far we started out with a perspective and we met two young people, a girl and a guy, who both think they're starting the summer internship, but there was a mix-up because there's only supposed to be one person and the power goes out. And then we go to another perspective, which involves this younger, I think he's younger than the first two, and he is like in the same grade as the first girl's brother. And they're both on the subway and the power goes out. So I went back to the first two kids, Kareem and Tammy, and they are walking towards somewhere else to this party that they were both supposed to go to or something, or at least he was supposed to go to, and they're walking because the power's out, so like no subways, and of course like anything like Uber is surcharging. And then this new chapter that I'm about to be on looks like it's going to be a different perspective, and so each chapter is written by a different author. So the first two was like Danielle Clayton and it was Tiffany D. Jackson and then Nick Stone. So like I thought they were separate stories, but I think they're just having separate perspectives within one story that all happens on this one day, I think, when the power goes out in New York. So it is a young adult. It's fine, you know, like I'm also only 60 pages in, so it's okay so far. How's the book? You picked it. How was it? So we got to page 123. Mama did take a brief nap on and off. I did get the audio also on Scribd, so I've been listening to that. And I don't know how Nigel's... Hey, please don't eat the sprinkler. Hey, we're talking about the book. Come here. Tell the people about the book. It's very young. It's very young adult. I mean, like, it's basically 3 separate love stories. So but 6 people total, and it's alternating, and they all are like interconnected on the ways that they know each other or related to each other, and they're all dealing with this blackout. So it's fine. I think for a younger person, they were like, could really love this, or if you just love like YA contemporary, but it's just fine. But I'm probably just gonna Hey, you see this dog? Finished it today and call that one done. Nigel, did you like the book? Did you like the story? How did you feel about the book? You didn't like it? So it's like 10 something, I think. And I just finished Blackout. Yeah, this one just wasn't for me. I'm not giving it a rating. I thought it was only 6 characters, but it's 6 love stories. So I guess technically like 12. And there was only like 1. Actually, there were like 2 that I was like cared for, and the others were just. But I think if someone in the target audience were to read this, they could really enjoy it, or someone who really enjoys like YA contemporary romance. But that is not me, but I'm so grateful that it was sent to me, and it's a beautiful book. And look at this yawn. Written by 6 Black authors, so that's amazing. But there's a review, and sir, please. There's a review, and I will link it down below, that says exactly like all of my feelings, because this is supposed to be romance. I don't think romance is everyone's strong suit, and some of the stories were more interesting than others. And then listening to the audio, some of the narrators were better than others. Like there was a couple stories that had like Jamaican characters and characters from the South, and the accents were horrible. So it just, yeah. It's fine. Well, I literally started filming my tea video last week because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get ahead. So I filmed part of it 2 separate days, and then I was gonna finish the rest. I was gonna film whatever clip I needed to add in as I was editing it. Started editing on Saturday. Things went wrong Sunday. And then I refilmed part of it on Monday, and now it's Tuesday, and I was going to edit it. So I already had half refilmed and edited, and I was adding in a clip that I had filmed on like Friday. And for reasons I'm not going to explain, all the files are corrupted, and I guess it's just a sign. So I don't know if a TV is going to come out this week, but I'm just going to, I can't go to the gym until later, and I could clean, but I'm just going to not. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read this freaking Nora Roberts book while Nigel chomps on his bone. That's what you're hearing. And I think I'm going to take a social media break also, because I'm just feeling ugh. So I'm going to go read. Relocated outside because this little sun bum wants to come back outside. So anyway, I'm not that far. I'm only 63 pages in, and gosh, this is reminding me why I hate mass market paperbacks. Like I keep trying to like make it easier to read, and it is not. Like I'm almost splitting this spine because they're so hard to read. But anyway, yeah, still very early on in the story. Do you like my bookmark? I have at least 50 bookmarks upstairs, and I just use whatever's close. So I had this ticket stub from, I think, Austria. So yeah, so I think we've met who's going to be the love interest. I don't know how I feel about him and his motivations. I also don't know how I feel about the main character, Tori, but still very early. So I'll keep reading since I'm not recording, and it's not as hot as it's been out here, but it ain't cool. So at least one of his meals per day was hand fed because he eats so fast. So sometimes I just feed it to him while sitting on the couch. Sometimes we come outside and I'll throw some in the grass so he has to like work for it. So I might like literally feed him and try to get him to bite it. Otherwise he just swallows it whole for the most part. Hey, wait, bite it. You didn't bite it. Wait. There you go. And then the other meal, so we feed him 3 times a day. So one, he'll just gobble the bowl. Usually I don't have time in the morning. And then usually we'll hand feed one, and the other one will use his snuffle mat to slow him down because he is so fast. Come on, Nigel, you got this yesterday. Let's show the people. Wait. Nigel, come on. Come on, come here. Nigel, I'm gonna have to edit this out. You're embarrassing me. Sit down. Yay! Okay, I haven't given proper thoughts since I have made more progress in the book. I just got some more Smarties. I love Smarties. Judge all you want. I have made it. I also have a new bookmark. I've made it to page 196. So it is like 9. I love how I have no clock. The cable box doesn't have a clock. I don't have a clock on the wall. I don't have my watch on. I'm using my phone. It's like 9:40 something. And so, side story. I haven't been able to find heavy cream in a few weeks, so I haven't been able to make ice cream. And today when we went to the store after the gym, they had heavy cream. There were like 3 left, and I need 2 for a batch of ice cream. So I got 2, and I could have waited till tomorrow, but I was like, no, I want to make it tonight, because when I make the ice cream, like the ice cream, I want to say batter, but that sounds weird. Ooh, my hands are ashy. Look, got some lotion right here. Some lotion right here because these hands is gray, Lord. Okay, when I make the ice cream, I don't know, mix, batter, whatever you want to call it, it has to sit in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours before you can put it in the ice cream maker. So I didn't make it till like 7:15 after we had eaten dinner. So I have to wait until 11, whatever, like I set a timer, before I can put it in the ice cream maker, and then that usually takes about 50 minutes. So I'm gonna be up till at least 12, which isn't like it's super late. I just get tired usually when I'm trying to stay up and read. So anyway, I've got about I don't know, maybe an hour and a half until I can put it in the ice cream maker, and then I'll probably go to bed. But anyway, back to the point of the story. So I'm gonna stay up and read that entire time. Also, my wrist is really hurting. I'm just really struggling. I just did wash my face, and this lighting always, I'm always like, girl. Okay, anyway, so I'm on page 196. So we've definitely gotten to know Tori a bit more, and I do like her. She's definitely been through some hard things, and the love interest is better. Some of the things are a little forward, a little I would say dubious in the consent, but he's not horrible. So the main character, Tori, when she was younger, she grew up very poor, and her best friend was very wealthy. So they lived in this small town called Progress in South Carolina. I tried to look it up on a map. I don't know if that's a real town. And essentially her friend Hope, Lavelle, like their family owned basically like everything in the town. They're a big, well-to-do, wealthy family. And Tori's family lived on their land in like this small home, and her father worked for them. But her father, I think, was an alcoholic. He was very abusive to her and her mother. And anyway, they had this unlikely friendship since she was super poor and Hope was very wealthy. But when they were very young, I think only 8 or 9, Hope
was killed, and her murderer has never been found. So they moved out of Progress after this happened, and then as soon as she was legal in like 18, she left home, Tori, and moved to New York City. And then she moved back to South Carolina, but she was living in Charleston, and now she's like at this point in her life where she wants to open up her own store selling different like custom art pieces and stuff, and she wants to go back to Progress to kind of confront things that she hasn't confronted in years, and to visit Hope's grave and kind of close that chapter, because she kind of never really said goodbye to her friend, and maybe somehow can find out who killed her. It's kind of the gist of the story. So of course, it's a small town, lots of chatter with her being back in town. Some people are very happy because she does still have family there. Some people are less than pleased with her being there. And then the love interest, I'm not going to say who it is, but it's someone who she's known, you know, from her youth. And so I am enjoying it so far. Of course, I always love Nora's settings are great. And since my family's from a small town in South Carolina, I just see it vividly in my mind, her description of the small town, and it's so accurate just how people are, especially when you've moved away and you come back after all this time, or if you haven't visited in a while, how they act, how they're always up in your business, how some of them mean well, but it's very annoying, especially if you have gotten used to a certain kind of life, not having that around, you know, a very quiet life. So I love all of that. Their romance, it's very slow moving, which I appreciate, because she's just very hesitant because of, you know, she just has a history. Obviously her dad was abusive, and she's just hesitant to get into a relationship. And he's kind of pushy, but he doesn't push it too far where I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're a freaking creep. He's just like, she'll say things like, put assumptions out there like he said them, and he's like, I never said that. You're just making up things, you're putting words into my mouth, making assumptions based on other interactions that you had with previous men, and that's not fair to me, and stuff like that. So like, he's not my, still shelter in place, still my favorite love interest, but I like him. I like the guy. This one also is very interesting because it's different from the other Nora Roberts books I've read, because the other ones would be like only a few points of view, like usually the female love interest, the male love interest, and then maybe whoever the killer person is. But this one, and those would be like individual chapters, but this one is very like, it's not individual chapters or points of view, so it'll be like inner chapter and will be in Tori's mind. And then if the love interest comes over to her house, we may jump into his mind, and then like we kind of get points of views from like a lot of people in the town, a lot of different people. So it's very interesting, although sometimes can be kind of confusing because I'm like, wait, whose mind are we in? Because it doesn't like denote who we're going into. So you like might read a few sentences like, oh, we're not in Tori's mind anymore, we're in Faith's mind, or something like that. I can't say much more. There's obviously, we've gotten some perspectives from whoever this killer is, and it may look like maybe Hope's murder wasn't the only one they committed. I don't know how she plans on catching this murderer. That's really not her expertise, but it remains to be seen. And there's somebody in the town who wants her out, child. They're like, I will pay you money to get out because I don't want you here. And she doesn't want to take that money, and the lady's like, okay, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. So Mr. Man's trying to win her over, this lady trying to get her out of town, and now something has come up with her parents who she hasn't seen in a long time. So yeah, very interesting. And wow, my skin looks really great in this light. I wish it really did look like this in person, but it does not. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my Smarties and wait for my timer to go off so I can put my ice cream in the ice cream maker. And I hopefully will make another dent in this book, and tomorrow I won't have much left and I can finish it tomorrow. So it's like right after midnight. My ice cream is in the machine. In a few minutes, I'm gonna go in and put in the sprinkles, and then it has to finish churning, and then I'll put it in the container, put it in the freezer, and I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna pause here at page. I just finished a chapter, so I'm on page 264. I thought like I've read, because I was really only at like page 39 this morning, so I've read like 230 pages today, but still was hoping that I would have less left for tomorrow, because now I still have 200 pages left for tomorrow. Like, dang, like this book is 460 something. I literally still have 200 pages. I thought I made so much more progress. Like, I made a lot of progress, but like, whatever. Anyway, there's another element I didn't mention earlier, please, was that Tori. So it's like, it's not science fiction or like, but she has like this ability to kind of see things. So like when her friend was killed, she knew where to find her, because like she was able to like see through Hope's eyes when it was happening and knew what happened to her and where to find her. So I don't know exactly what it is, because it's not like read minds, it's like reading emotions, and sometimes like she can get the thoughts of another person. I don't know how to explain it, but so sometimes she has like memories, but they're like from Hope's perspective, but it's like her through Hope's mind. And it happens with like other people too. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's very odd, since this is, you know, like it's not a sci-fi or fantasy book. It's just a contemporary book, regular book. So that's odd. I'm more into the romance now. I'm rooting for it. And this girl in this book, Faith, the love interest sister, she works my nerve. Like, I'm like, get it together, do better. But so Tori has, because you know Miss Nora always has her heroines have a career. She opened a new store back in her hometown of Progress, and she basically was buying local artisanal pieces from various artists around South Carolina, and she's selling it in her shop. There really wasn't a shop like that there in Progress, so it just opened, did really well. Her grandma came, and she just seems like a delight. So also, they may have been doing it, and maybe somebody was watching them, and maybe that somebody is the killer. Like, a peeping Tom already is like ruins the moment, but then a murderous peeping Tom, I don't know. But anyway, I made great progress, because the last couple of nights I really wasn't making progress. So instead of getting through 2 pages a night, I got through 200 pages today, 230 pages. So I'll be happy. Hopefully tomorrow, since I'm not posting a video, I don't know when I'm gonna post a video. Besides the gym, I don't really have anything to do. So I'm planning to finish tomorrow. Then I have to start the Eye of the World, and I do not know how. That's like 600 pages, but like 600 big pages with little words. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have a vlog up by the weekend. Nigel, I mean, I'm enjoying this book, but like, why did he have to pick that for me? He couldn't pick. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish up my ice cream so I can go to bed, because I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to the gym in the morning. So that's it for me tonight. Night night.
We got our watch, our bag.
Let's go. The bus isn't here yet. We're gonna beat it. It's 9:40 Wednesday night, and I have literally like right at like 100 pages left. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do this. 100 pages? That'll probably take me 2 hours. Fuck. I just wanted to finish this book tonight. I don't know if I am because I'm already sleepy. 2 hours. See? Damn. I'm gonna try. I would try to finish this book tonight. God, that doesn't seem like that much, but I don't know. Sometimes I just wish I could read faster. But I'm gonna try to finish tonight, even though usually when I have this much left, I end up like having like 20 pages I just can't finish because I like can't stay awake. That wouldn't be too bad tomorrow. Regardless, if I haven't finished it tomorrow, fine. I'll finish it tomorrow morning. And I might take a day. Damn it, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm definitely not gonna finish The Eye of the World by Saturday. Like, that video is gonna have to go up next week. Damn it. So, good morning. I feel like this is giving church lady, but I'm going to go take Nigel for a walk. Nigel! He doesn't like walks. But I tried so hard to finish last night, but I kept falling asleep and rereading the same sentence. So I have like 80 pages left. So I'm gonna take Nigel on a walk, have our morning routine, and then I'm going to finish this book before I do anything else. On page 406. I don't have much left, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Things are happening. Good and bad. Hello, vlog watchers. It is I, Editing Jessica, and I realized I didn't film a clip of my final thoughts of that book I read. Yeah, Cooper Beach, Carolina Moon. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna try to wrap this up quickly because this vlog is already long per usual. I'm long-winded, but I ended up really enjoying it. I don't know if I rated it on Goodreads. I think I would give it like a 3.75. I'd round it to a 4 because like the second half really improved it, and like, woo, the ending. So I had already told you what it was about, and I ended up really feeling a connection with the love interest. I appreciated like the slow burn. Of course, I enjoyed the parts of her job. Nora always does that super well. And so I really became connected with the love interest and loved the way their relationship, like how he, like I said at first he was kind of forceful, but he was like kind of forcing her to address her feelings and how it wasn't fair for her to put those things from her past onto him, and the way they talked through that. And then I mentioned his sister Faith was working my nerve, but I love how Nora turned like her character development in that story and the relationship that she built with Faith and also with her brother. I was really happy with the relationship she built with Tori. I was really happy how that happened because at the beginning I was like, I don't know if I like you. And I ended up really enjoying her, and the twist at the end, okay, because I was thinking a certain something and then it made sense who the certain somebody was, and I was like, okay, like, but that would have been satisfying because it wasn't like blatant. It was just like little hints, and I was like, okay, yeah, ooh. But then she turned it around, and it was somebody I completely was not expecting. So, but also thinking back, it made sense because of little things in the story. So it was a slow build for a while. I was like, I don't know how I'm feeling about this one, and then the second half really I really started to enjoy the story, and it really started to pick up. So I would give it a 3.75, round up to a 4 on Goodreads. And like I said, I'll link that, and it's by Miss WOC Reader. Perfect. So she also listened to it via audio and said, I listened to this via audio courtesy of Harper Audio in exchange for an honest review. Listening to the audiobook was an experience. Facts.
especially with the different narrators. A good narrator can make or break the story and bring the characters to life, and with the different authors, you experience their different writing styles. I'm all for including pop culture in a story, but there's a good way to do it that doesn't leave the story feeling dated. And sometimes it came off a little try hard when incorporating phrases and trying to tackle certain social justice issues. I wish Black kids could be free of having to always have activism all up and down their stories. And I say this as someone who loves to use my platform to speak out. A lot of teens are not trying to be activists, they just aren't. And they shouldn't have to. I didn't start becoming more active until college. So I really do not like a lot of pop culture references in books, and that usually really just happens, you know, with contemporary, and that's something you can use little bits, but even reading it in the present, it bothers me. So I can't imagine reading it in like 5 years when so much has changed. But yeah, there's a limit. And then also I also feel that with the social justice thing, like they could just be kids. I know it's important, but like it seems like every book they have to add it in. Nick Stone's story in particular was jam-packed full of messages it was trying to convey in a short amount of space. There was a scene where the boy's inner dialogue was commenting on breastfeeding in public that felt so forced. Yes, like I'm glad that people should have that positive view about breastfeeding, but I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't think this 15-year-old boy has that mind view. Like, I just don't. While this boasted big names in the industry, I don't feel like romance is everyone's lane here, and I don't think all the authors were suited for the short story format. Anthologies are hit or miss. Is this an anthology? I don't know. Just said the chemistry wasn't there with most of the couples for me to connect. The stories weren't very memorable. Mostly this collection thrives off being from big name authors. There were no stories in this that really keep you running back for more. Yes, I know it is being adapted, I think as a movie. I would assume as a movie, to me, doesn't have enough meat to be a TV show. But yeah, I know it's being adapted. So wonderful premise. I'm sure there are some people who love it. I didn't love it. Those feelings are my feelings, but I really did enjoy Carolina Moon. And you will have to check back in for part 2 of me reading The Eye of the World, because that's just going to be a vlog of its own, because it's a freaking massive book. And my patrons are so kind, they understood that I wasn't going to be able to put them in one vlog. This vlog would literally be very long. I don't know how to make short vlogs. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I put up a video, because I can't be regular to posting videos to save my life. But also, before I go, I have to shout out to my patrons. My Patreon is linked down below if you want to join us over there. And Bebe's besties are Kate, Talisha, Terry, Emily, Jessie, Janine, Sarah, Pepper, Shannon, Kirsten, Elizaveta, Amber, Heidi, Maria, and Serena. And then Nigel, Lavondria, Stans, Ava, Claire, Kimberly, Carrie, Tyriel, Stephanie, Demery, Rainey, and Celine. And shout out to friends of Bebe and Bebe's admirers. Thank you all so much, patrons and viewers alike. Appreciate all your support, but I hope you stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreened. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.